If you stay home a lot recently and you order takeout food, you probably use Doordash. It's a very, very convenient service, and a lot of people are using that due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And it announces its plans to go IPO last Friday. And its plan sounds, they already been planning this for a long time. And today we're going to analyze how it's going to go IPO and what's its financial situation. So before we dive in, if you would like to receive more technology company analysis like this, don't forget to subscribe. And yeah, back to our topic, Doordash. Let's just analyze its revenue. In 2018, its revenue was $291 million, which is already a lot. And in 2019, it grows a lot more. It grows to $885 million, which is almost close to $1 billion. That's a very impressive number. And this year, definitely it benefited from the pandemic a lot. Its revenue in the first 9 months in this year, 2020, it's 1.9 billion. 1.9 billion. And definitely they can tops over 2 billion revenue in 2020. And the first 9 months revenue compared to the same period last year, it's 226% growth. That's insane amount of growth. Definitely because of COVID-19. A lot of people stay home, not going to restaurants, so they order takeout food. And maybe some people will just think maybe it's revenue that's really high. How about the gross margin? The gross margin is even more impressive. In 2019, the gross margin was 39.9%, which is already pretty high. And this year, 2020, its gross margin is 53%. 53%. This is the gross margin of a software company. And Doordash is not a software company. It's a food delivery company, food delivery platform. But everything just looks good so far. But the problem is their IPO target price is super high. It's 25 billion. Usually for this kind of company, for SaaS company, people has a factor. You times their revenue to 5 to 10 will be their estimated valuation. So let's also use the SaaS company model to evaluate Doordash. Even Doordash is not a SaaS company. It's a caveat. So we times, let's just give it the 10x. So its revenue, let's say in this year, my estimation is 2.2 billion. So let's times 10, so it's 22 billion, which is still lower than 25 billion, but it's close enough. I think that's probably the reasoning behind how why they target such a high price. And I think the pandemic duration, how long this pandemic is gonna to last, will also affect their real revenue a lot, because now they can have such revenue and the gross margin. It's because the pandemic. But what if pandemic got solved by the vaccines? What will happen? What will their revenue looks like? I think they will decline, most likely. But that doesn't mean they will not increase in the future. They actually on a steady rise even before pandemic. So without pandemic, they will still grow, but they will probably have grown, but just not as much as the 2020 pandemic gave them. But maybe after 2-3 years, they will also grow to this revenue level. But the price now is consider the pandemic benefit. So how long this pandemic will last will really affect its price valuation. I think the fair price. So that's just some thoughts. I think it's still quite expensive, even you consider its impressive revenue and the gross margin, because of the part of it is because of pandemic. Pandemic will not last for too long, because now the vaccine news just looks promising, right? So this is just my guess. And what's your thoughts on this? Leave it in the comment section below. I will reply all of your comments. And if you would like to receive more technology news, technology company analysis like this, don't forget to subscribe. That's all for today, and I will see you next time.